Hello everyone. Another learner asked me a question regarding the zebra crossing, and they told me that they were going towards the zebra crossing. They were approaching the zebra crossing, and one lady with the two children was approaching to the zebra crossing as well, and she was about 2 steps away from the zebra crossing. And examiner used their route control, and they failed in the test. To be honest, that was definitely failure, because whenever you approaching the zebra crossing, the rule says you should slow down yourself, and when you come close to it and somebody already attempting to join the zebra crossing, you must stop. Okay, so basically that's the DVSA rules and regulations. So if your body language is not showing that you're going to slow down and you keep going, and examiner will preempt that you're not going to slow down, obviously that in that time what they're going to do, they're going to use the dual control and they will stop the car, because they don't let the accident happen. And during the exam, that's their responsibility. So that's why they use the dual control. So if you are going towards the zebra crossing, whenever you approach the zebra crossing, make sure you slow yourself down, and when you come close to the zebra crossing, and stop if somebody is joining the zebra crossing. Don't think that actually the person should be on the zebra crossing, then you should stop. No, that will be too late, and examiners wouldn't let you do that. They will always slow, and they will always stop you before the zebra crossing if somebody is approaching, because they are looking both sides of the zebra crossing. They can preempt the things way better than you. They are expert in it. Okay, so make sure approach the zebra crossing carefully. Even though if zebra crossing is all empty, look properly, right, left, right, yes, and then approach slowly. Reduce your speed. Whatever speed you're doing, just ease off whenever you approach it to the zebra crossing, and not only zebra crossing, any other crossing as well, because that is 100% failure. They don't take no chance for the zebra crossing. Make sure whenever you approach nicely, slowly and carefully. If somebody is approaching at least 2 to 3 steps away, not too far. Sometimes you know what happens is people are so far, and you just go and just stop there, and they are not near to the zebra crossing. They are probably 5, 6 or 10 yards away from the zebra crossing, and then you stop for nothing. No, that's not a good approach. Approach nicely, and when they are at least 1 or 2 steps away from the zebra crossing, then you slow down and stop. And sometimes what happens, zebra crossing is divided into 2. Okay, there's a middle island. If somebody is the other side of the road, okay, you don't need to be bothered about that. You just carry on driving. But if they are approaching to the middle island, or maybe they stepped into the middle island, and the next step will be towards your zebra crossing, your side of the road, then obviously it is your job to slow down and stop for them. And same as whenever you stop, and make sure let them complete the zebra crossing. Let them step away from the zebra crossing. Whenever they onto the pavement, then you drive on. Sometimes what happens is, because people are in the middle of the zebra crossing, maybe they're about to finish, and you start moving. Whenever you do that, examiners use the brake at that time as well, and they fail you for the test, because the requirement is they should completely, all the pedestrians should be completely off the zebra crossing, then you should move the car. Okay, so slow down, stop nicely, and after that, once they're all gone, and then you move the car. No need to rush on the zebra crossings. Thank you very much.